So now we're on to Taurus. Taurus is the second zodiac sign. It is fixed Earth. If you're confused about what fixed means, it's called a quadruplicity. I'm going to make a separate video that details the different quadruplicities. There's 3 of them. And it'll tell you sort of what fixed, cardinal, and mutable means. So you can have a little bit of a clearer idea of, the modalities of each sign. Also, I'm going to make a video about the elements. I might just put elements and quadruplicities together, so stay tuned for that. That will happen. Taurus is the second zodiac sign, as I said. It is the sign associated with Earth, or one sign associated with Earth. One of the first things you'll notice about a Taurus sun or someone with a lot of Taurus energy is that they tend to be slow-moving. They like to take their own time to get things done. They like to do things their own way. Taurus is very stubborn. They're fixed, which means that they're sort of set in their ways. That's sort of the case with any fixed sign. They're a very physical sign. They like to touch. They like to be touched. They like good food, good music. Again, they're an earth sign, so they tend to really like being in nature. They just like anything that appeals to the 5 senses. They tend to be quite simple people because of that, and I don't mean stupid by any means. They do tend to be rather simple, though. They have their things that they like, and they don't stray too far from that. They like things to be simple in their life. That's what I mean by simple. It's not just that they are simple, aka stupid. They like simple situations in their life, and they don't like to complicate things, and therefore they don't. They don't enjoy relationships that are really chaotic and dramatic. They don't enjoy friendships that are, catty and they're always talking badly about each other. They just like to enjoy their relationships. They like to enjoy life. And that's sort of how we all should be, in my opinion. My Venus is in Taurus, so I really understand that. I don't talk badly about my friends. I might say, oh, it really bothers me that they did this, that, and the other. But, generally, I don't secretly hate my friends. And Taurus is that way. They don't secretly hate people. If they don't like you, they just won't talk to you. It's not this big dramatic thing for them like it might be with a little more of a chaotic sign like, say, Gemini. They are a sign very much associated with belongings. They like money. Money is very important to them. Anything associated with stability. They like to have a lot of financial resources. They don't like to ever feel like they're, a leaf in the wind, not rooted, not grounded. Again, they are associated with Earth. So they like to have a sense of security, a sense of groundedness. So they like to keep, financial reserves. They don't like to get in over their head. They're not the type to, get a mortgage that is way more than they can afford. They want to keep things simple. They don't want to end up with, going into foreclosure, and they think ahead in that way. They aren't going to bite off more than they can chew. They are very possessive, and this translates to their relationships, and it translates to their money. They like to keep a hold on their financial resources, and they like to always be sort of gaining money. Don't like to put it out there. Taurus rules the 2nd house, which I'm going to make a video on the houses also. Taurus rules the 2nd house, though, and that 2nd house is the house of, mine. This is mine. These are my belongings. They like to know what belongs to them and what doesn't. And in their love life, this translates to possessiveness over a partner. Of course, that is altered also by the Venus and Mars sign, even the moon sign. Other factors in the chart will, alter this. But generally, Taurus energy is very possessive of their partner. They want to know that that person is theirs and they're not going to go anywhere. Again, this translates back to security. They want to know that they are secure in their relationship, and someone else, a third party coming into the relationship in any capacity, is a threat to their security. So it translates to possessiveness. This is mine. And you're going to be with a Taurus, or like a Venus in Taurus, or anyone with prominent Taurus, just don't be that guy or that girl who's, talking about other people being really attractive or whatever. That's kind of threatening to a Taurus person, and God forbid, don't ever talk to another person or bring another person into your relationship. It's just very difficult for a Venus or Sun in Taurus person. Any kind of Taurus. They don't like it. You're sort of lucky if you end up with a Taurus because they will return that favor to you. Taurus is a very faithful sign. They're an earth sign. Most of the earth signs are very faithful because they're dutiful. They're about service to others. So you landed Taurus, they're probably going to be faithful to you. Of course, as I said, as with anything, that can be altered by other factors in the chart. However, one of the top personality traits of a Taurus is faithfulness, steadfastness, dutifulness. So they're generally going to be faithful to you. They tend to be naturally good at anything artistic, anything that involves putting elements together to create something beautiful. They're ruled by Venus, and Venus is, of course, love, beauty, pleasure, and art. So they tend to be natural artists, natural chefs. They tend to be naturally good at anything that is creative. They tend to know on a very instinctual level what looks good, and this will translate also to their appearance. They just look good. They're generally good-looking people. Same with Libra. Even if you have a Taurus or Libra person, Venus is, attractiveness and beauty. So even if you don't get a particularly physically attractive Taurus individual or a Libra individual, they tend to have this really pleasant air about them. Something about the way they talk or the way they move or the way they smile. It's just really pleasant, really nice to be around. On the negative side of Taurus, you can get laziness. They are very indulgent. They can be very indulgent. So you can find Taurus individuals who are rather lazy. They just want to enjoy the pleasures of the senses all the time and don't really care too much to work. It's not really about fame, fortune, or the pleasure of doing hard work. It's about what they gain from it. So you tend to find Taurus people who can be quite lazy. And one of their vices can be overeating or, drinking too much or overindulging in anything. Overindulgent or indulgent translates to sometimes overindulgent. So that was a brief synopsis of Taurus. Please subscribe to my channel. I will do all the zodiac signs. I will do the elements, quadruplicities. I will do everything I can to make sure that you fully understand your birth chart. I'm also going to go through, aspects, the different planets, things of that nature, so you can fully understand exactly what you're looking at when you look at your birth chart. Thanks so much.